Shanti. Today is Murli from Sweet Baptata. Will sit in soul consciousness. Baba is telling, sweet children, your pilgrimage is of intellect, and it is this that is called spiritual pilgrimage. You consider yourself to be souls and not bodies. To consider yourself to be bodies means to dangle upside down. If we are considering ourselves as body, dangle upside down means our intellect will be like upside down. What type of respect do the people who have pomp of Maya receive? Devilish respect, because that respect is not permanent. That respect, uh, people give someone a little respect today, but they will disrespect that same person tomorrow, insult him. If there is no opinion matching or the mindset matching, we start insulting. The Maya has been disrespectful to everyone and made them impure. The Father has come to make you into those with divine respect. Father has come to make you into those with divine respect. Om Shanti. The spiritual father asks, you spirits, where are you sitting? You would say, we are sitting in the spiritual university of the world. Those people don't understand the word spiritual. There are many world universities, but this is the only one spiritual university in the world. The one teaching you is just the one. What is he teaching you? Spiritual knowledge. So this is spiritual university, spiritual pathshala. Place of study. Who is teaching you the spiritual knowledge? Only you children know that at this time, only the spiritual father teaches you the spiritual knowledge. And how much big thing that biggest university of the universe and professor is, principal is God Himself. And this is why He is also called the teacher. The spiritual father is teaching you. Okay, what will happen then? Okay, He is teaching. You children know that you are establishing your own original eternal deity religion. With this spiritual knowledge, there is the establishment of the one religion and then the destruction of all other religions. You now know what is the connection is between this spiritual knowledge and all other religions. The one religion established through this spiritual knowledge, Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the world. That would be called the spiritual world. The spiritual world. You study Raj Yoga with this spiritual knowledge. This kingdom is being established. Acha. What connection is there with the other religions? All the other religions will be destroyed. Because when you become pure, you need a new world. All the innumerable religions will end and just the one religion will remain. And this is called kingdom of peace in the world. Now what is there? There is now an impure kingdom of peacelessness. And there will be a pure kingdom of peace. Now that there are innumerable religions, there is so much peacelessness. All are impure. It is kingdom of Ravan. You children know that the five vices have definitely now to be renounced. You will not take them with you. A soul carries good and bad scars with himself. Father is now telling you about becoming pure. There is no sorrow in that pure world. Who is the one teaching you in this spiritual knowledge? The spiritual father, the father of all souls. And what would the spiritual father teach you? The spiritual knowledge. Mhm. There is no need for any books. It is in this. You simply have to consider yourself to be souls and remember the Father and become pure. By remembering the Father, your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. Your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. This is the pilgrimage of remembrance. The world pilgrimage is good. Those are physical pilgrimages, whereas this is spiritual pilgrimage. In those pilgrimages, you have to go on foot and use your hands and feet. Here, you don't have to do anything. You just have to have remembrance. You may tour around anywhere, sit, walk around, but just consider yourself to be souls and remember the Father. It is not anything difficult. You just have to have remembrance. And this is the reality. Previously, you were moving in a wrong way, and this is the reality, right? Reality of soul, reality of God, reality of world. So previously, you were moving along in wrong path. Instead of considering yourself to be souls, you consider yourselves to be bodies, and so that is called dangling upside down. Like bats are hanging on the tree upside down. So consider yourself to be soul is to be right way up. So when Allah comes, He comes and makes you pure. The world of Allah is pure, the world of Ravan is impure. The world of Allah is pure and the world of Ravan is impure. Everyone has been turned upside down because of body consciousness. You now have to become soul conscious just once. So you are the children of Allah. You would not say Allahu. God is, God exists. You always signal upwards with your finger, and this proves that He is Allah. So there must surely be something else here. I am a child of that Allah, the Father. We are brothers. To say Allahu means that all of us are Father. It becomes reversed, but no, there is just one Father. You have to remember Him. Allah is ever pure. Allah sits here Himself and teaches you. People become so confused about little things. They celebrate Shiva's birthday. Sri Krishna is the first prince of the heaven. The unlimited Father gives this one the fortune of the kingdom. Sri Krishna is the number one prince of the new world of heaven that the Father establishes. Sri Krishna is the number one prince of the new world of heaven that Father establishes. The Father sits here and shows you children the way to become pure. You children know that heaven, which is called paradise, the land of Vishnu, has now become the past. It will then become future. The cycle continues to turn. You children now receive this knowledge. You have to imbibe it and then inspires others to imbibe it. Each one of you has to become a teacher. Do not think that by becoming a teacher you will become Lakshmi or Narayan. No. By becoming a teacher, you will create subjects. By becoming a teacher, you will create subjects. The more you benefit others, the higher the status you will claim. You will have the awareness. The father says, when you travel by train, you can explain the badge to people. The father is the purifier and the liberator. He is the one who makes you pure. Many have to be remembered on the path of devotion. They even say that animals such as elephants, horses, fish, alligator, etc. are incarnations. They continue to worship them. They think that God is omnipresent, that He is in everyone, and that they should feed everyone. Yeah, if they say that God is in every particle, then how would they feed Him? Then we have to sprinkle all around, right? How they will feed him? He is as though they have completely lost all understanding. Lakshmi Narayan and deities will not do this work. They, yani devotees, give food to ants, and so it is. So the father explains, you are religio political. How nice, no? You know that you are establishing a religion. There is a military to establish a kingdom, but you are incognito. Yours is a spiritual university. All the human beings of the world will leave those religions and go to their home. All souls will go back. That is the home where souls reside. You are now studying at the confluence age, and you will then go and rule in the golden age. There won't be any other religions. It is written in the song, Baba, no one else can give us what you give us, right? What he give us, no one can give us. All the sky and earth becomes yours. You become the master of the whole world. You understand this now. You will have forgotten all of these things in the new world. This is called spiritual knowledge. It is in the intellect of you children that you claim the kingdom every 5,000 years and that you then lose it. This cycle of 84 births continues to turn. So you have to study because only then will you be able to depart. If we don't study, how will our intellect and mind have the habit of thinking only pure thoughts? Because not only we need to burn our uh, old karma and sins, but also stop making. And that will happen when only positive and pure thoughts, the factory start producing, the factory of mind and intellect. But still we get fear, we still get tension, we still, so there's need, lots of need to change. If the study only going, it will change. And more we study, more and more positivity. There is a proverb, like if you great books, you read 4 or 5 a day, you'll become great. So if you don't study, you won't be able to go to the new world. There is a limited number there. You will go there and attain a status. number wise according to the efforts you make. Not all of you people study. If everyone were to study, they would also all claim the kingdom in their next birth. There is a limit to the number of those who study. Only those who go to the golden and silver ages will study. Many of your subjects continue to be created. Those who come later will not be able to burn their sins away. If souls are sinful souls, they will experience punishment and claim a very low status. That would be disrespectful because we all are doing effort, and when we are seeing the one is getting Maharaja and I am getting something else below that, it won't be respectful, right? So there is difference of day and night. So that would be disrespectful. If souls are sinful souls, means if we don't burn our uh, vices and our past account, they will experience punishment and claim a very low status. In a Murli Baba told, Avyak Murli, that everyone will know that I am, if I don't burn my sin, and no, there will be time when the punishment will start. Now it's still started, but will start fastly. Now still he is like a teacher teaching. So that time, if I have not burned my sin, everyone will be able to understand that I am experiencing punishment through my face itself. But those who have been following everything of every Srimad and burned their sin, their face will do service. From their face, people will get sakshatkar, visions, that vision of God, vision of the deity soul. So Baba is saying if you don't burn your sin, then punishment will be experienced, and then will claim a very low status, and that would be disrespectful. Right now itself, suppose we are working small offices, that itself, if which is not for many birth, it is only for some time. We may leave this job and we go to another job, and we can again be comfortable, but still we all are working together, and one get very nice hike, just a hike, another don't get. And what if one get very high hike and one get some punishment? So how it will be? Very disrespectful feeling will come, right? So Baba is telling that. So that will be for 5,000 year actually, because status low, here status low, then everywhere status low only. So those who have Maya's respect at this time will be insulted. Now if we're trying to gain Maya's respect, now we are trying to leave Baba's Maryada and go and attain respect. For example, so that I don't have to listen disrespectful words from the family, I am doing something which is not in Maryada, which is not in the discipline that God has set up. Then that is Maya's respect. And they only will disrespect us again. So those who have Maya's respect at this time will be insulted. This is God's godly respect. And when we get a godly respect, then whole world will respect. Even till now, they are worshipping, right? So we get respect for 5,000 years if we achieve godly respect, and godly respect come by being very honest, doing whatever is telling without having any opinion, like a jhatku, like uh, in till now in worship they put bali. So if in bali it took more than a second to cut the bali, to bakri, the goat or any buffalo anything, then they don't consider it as prasad. They say that God will not accept. But the one who without any thought come, 1 second weapon was able to cut the neck, they say this is will be accepted by God. So this is what God is telling. It is not about that, but they have taken like that and cutting animals. It is about cutting your own everything from intellect. And in a second, just to listen to Baba and saw Baba that he has become and became Babas, following every bit of discipline. Then we get godly respect, so much respect. So there is difference of day and night between godly and that is divine respect and devilish respect. This whole world respect is we cannot say it will be there. For example, the one manager which is praising me for my work can at his bad mood without any reason also can disrespect me. In the same way, the family member whose respect I am gaining that I don't get and this obeying Baba's thing, they will come anytime and disrespect us and leave us also. So those are devilish. So for God, devilish respect, we should not leave godly respect. So we were those with devilish respect, and we are now once again becoming those with divine respect. Very nice point Baba has told this one to understand the. And you see, in politics also, one time they will put them in high throne. They'll put mala. Another time, suddenly some opinion mismatch. They'll put the mala of shoes. So these are devilish respect which we the respect which anyone can get from this world. So by having devilish respect, you become complete beggars. This is the world of thorns, and so that is the disrespect. Is it not? Then you become those who are very respectable. By following Baba's Srimad, we become those who are very respectable. Lakshmi Narayan. As are the king and queen, so the subjects, the unlimited father is making you very highly respectable. And so you also have to make that much effort. You should not be behind in making this effort, otherwise, we'll miss this godly respect. Everyone says, I want to make myself so highly respectable that I become Narayan from an ordinary man or Lakshmi from an ordinary woman. No one is given greater respect than they are. There is no personality in the world who are more respected than Lakshmi Narayan. People listen to the religious story of changing from an ordinary man into Narayan, the story of Satyanarayan Katha, the story of Satyanarayan, that is the story of true Narayan, that is how the ordinary man changed into Narayan. The story of immortality, Amar Katha, and the story of third eye, Tijri ki Katha, are the same. Only at this time do you listen to this story. The children were the masters of the world. And you then continue to come down while taking 84 birth. You will now take the first number birth. You claim a very high status in your first number birth. Ram makes you respectable, whereas Ravan makes you disrespectful. It is only by studying this knowledge that you attain liberation and liberation in life. For half of each cycle, Ravan name is not mentioned. These things now enter the intellects of you children, and that too is number wise. You become sensible every cycle in this way, number wise according to your effort. Maya makes you careless. Why our effort become number wise? Maya makes us careless. And Maya is what? Our own samskar. You then forget to remember the unlimited Father. God is teaching you how big thing it is. The realization comes only when purity comes. We don't even realize God is teaching us. He has now become our teacher. Even then, some remain absent and do not study. They have the habit of stumbling from door to door. Those who don't pay attention to their studies are then given a job. In the world, If parents are asking kids to study, if they don't study, they say, okay, go for a job. They do laundry work. There's no need to study to see for that. But nowadays, even those have become before a chef and all, it was easy for anyone to become. Just they will be like cooking nicely and but now see Maharaja they used to be called Maharaja chef Maharajji. So there is no need to study to see for that. People in business become multimillionaires. They cannot become wealthy through a job. They would receive a fixed wage for that. You study for the sovereignty of the world. We become the authority of the world. We get the authority of the world, sovereignty of the world. So how much we should study? For IAS and IPS officer, for a small fixed wages, how much people study? And now we are going to get the sovereignty of world itself with the study. Then how much we should study? So here you say that you are residents of Bharat. Then later you would be called the masters of the world. There is no other religion. There's only the deity religion. The Father is making you into masters of the world, and so you have to follow His directions. Let there be no evil spirit of vice in you. Those evil spirits are very bad. The health of lustful people continues to deteriorate. Who have more lust in them, no? They will fall often sick. They lose their strength. This vice of lust has completely finished all your strength. The consequence of that has been that your lifespan have continued to become shorter. You become those who indulge in sensual pleasure, yogis. Those who are lustful are those who indulge in sensual pleasures and become diseased. That's why AIDS and all kind of disease came into the world, na? So there are no vices there in Satyug. So yogis, there we have yogis. We are yogis are constantly healthy and their lifespan are 150 years. Death doesn't come to anyone there. They relate a story about this. A person was asked whether he wanted happiness first or sorrow first. He was told to answer that he wants happiness first because if once he goes into the happiness, death will not come to him there. Death cannot push its way in there. They have made a religious story about this. The father explains there is no death in the land of happiness. There is no kingdom of Ravan there. Later, when you become vicious, death comes to you. They have made so many religious stories, such as that death took someone away and that such and such happened. Neither can death be seen, nor can a soul be seen. Those are called tall stories. Yeah, it is a story of Savitri and Satyavan. No? That Satyavan, Savitri's husband, uh, he was leaving body early. So Savitri went inside behind that soul and reached Yamlok. And the Yam was like, why you come here? Nobody come here. Then she told, I have come to take my soul, my husband's soul, Satyavan's soul with me. So the what is he told you ask some boon from me. I cannot give you the soul. Then she asked Sabhagyavati Bhava, Putravan Bhava, like that she asked. Uh, so child cannot happen without husband, right? So when he gave the thastu, so then he realized, oh my God, now I need to return her husband's soul. So he returned her husband's soul and she came back down. And after, so people do the fasting on remembrance of this, but such thing never happened. That's why Baba is telling what? Neither can death be seen nor a soul be seen. Neither there is a Yamraj like that who come and take the soul. Neither no anyone can see the soul and go behind the soul. So those are called tall stories. There are many stories that just please the ears. Now, how nice, no? Story listening to the stories. It just please our ear. Kanras. The father now explained. That is never untimely death there. Their lifespan are long and they remain pure. Their 16 celestial degree full and then degrees gradually decrease until there are no degrees left. First 16 in Satyug, golden age, then 14 in silver age, 8 in copper age, and now 2 to 0 in iron age. So 16 celestial degrees, the soul power. So what we say, I am without virtue, I have no virtues. There is an organization of children who call themselves Nirgun, that is without virtue. They say we have no virtue, make us virtuous, make us full of all virtues. The father now says you have to become pure. Everyone has to die. There will not be so many people in the golden age. There are so many people. Their children are born through the power of yoga. Here people continue to have so many children. The father still says, remember the father. That father teaches you, and you remember the teacher who teaches you. You know Shiv Baba is teaching you. You also know what he is teaching you. So you have to have yoga with the father and the teacher. This knowledge is very elevated. This is now student life for all of you. Have you ever seen such a university where children, young adults, and old people all study together? It is just in this one school where the one teacher teaches everyone and where Brahma himself also study. How nice. So Brahma is studying in this school and we are co-students with him. It is wonder. Shiv Baba is teaching you. This Brahma is also listening, right? He was here only now he became completed his knowledge. Children and old people, anyone can study here. You are studying this knowledge. You too have now begun to teach others. Day by day, time continues to become shorter. Nothing. Day by day, time continues to be shorter. Time is becoming shorter. You have now gone into the unlimited. You now know how this cycle of 5,000 years have passed. At first there was the one religion and there are now so many religions. This cannot be called sovereignty now. This is called the rule of the people, by the people. In the very beginning, religion was very powerful. You were the masters of the whole world. People have now become irreligious. They have no religion. They all have the five vices in them. The unlimited father says, children, now have patience because you will be in kingdom of Ravan for just a short time longer. If you study well, you will go to the land of happiness. This is land of sorrow. Remember your land of peace and land of happiness and continue to forget this land of sorrow. The Father of souls gives you directions. Oh, spiritual children heard that through those organs. When your souls were Satapradhan in the golden age, your bodies were also first class in Satapradhan. You were very wealthy. Now look what you have become. By taking rebirth, there is the difference of day and night. In the day, we were in heaven, in the night, we are in hell. And this is called day and night of Brahma and Brahmins. You have been stumbling around in the darkness of night for 63 births. You have been wandering around. None of you could find God. This is called the game of the maze. Therefore, Father tells you the news of beginning, middle, and end of the world. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from Mother, Father, Bap, Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste Namaste to you, spiritual children. From we spiritual children also, Namaste. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Shukriya, Bash. Essence for Dharna. First, renounce the habit of stumbling from door to door. That means temple to temple we'll go, no? Give me this, give me that. This temple is very famous. Temple is very famous. Going here, this wish get fulfilled. Going there, that wish get fulfilled. So Baba is telling, renounce that habit of stumbling from door to door and study God's teaching with attention. Never be absent. Definitely become a teacher like the Father. Study and then teach others too. These are Brahmins. Kartavya. We need to do, otherwise we'll be, when the list of blames will come, no, this will also be blame, that Brahmin Kartavya, responsibility we did not feel. Listen to the true story of true Narayan, become Narayan from an ordinary story. You have you have to make yourself respectable. Never become influenced by evil spirit and thereby lose your respect. Blessing see Bab Dada's blessing hand on your head. May you be constantly happy in the awareness of your relationship and attainments and thereby become an easy yogi. May you be constantly happy. If we are aware that we have all relation fulfilled with Baba itself and we experience them, then we'll be easy yogi because this will keep us constantly happy. The basis of having an easy yoga are your relationship and attainments. Love develops on the basis of relationship, and where there are attainments, the mind and intellect easily go there. Remember your relationship with the right of mind. Say, my Baba, from your heart, and the treasures of power, knowledge, virtues, happiness, peace, bliss, and love. And the treasure of power, knowledge, virtue, happiness, peace, bliss, and love that you have received from Father will then emerge in your awareness. There will be limitless happiness from this, and you will become easy yogi. Become free from any consciousness of bodies, and all other relationship will automatically feel free. Thank you.